So creativity is just, it's flowing out your screen today on Expresso here in SABC3. And of course, we have to jump over to Thabiso, who joined SABC3's all-new telenovela, The Estate. And Aubrey Poo exactly did the whole telenovela thing with Thabiso. As you know, that man himself should be cast in the telenovela, but he went to go and find out some more. So take a look at this.
Good morning, family. Now, it's a known fact you simply cannot have a brand new TV show if you're wanting it to be a hit and not have the cream of the crop in South Africa's acting space. And one such person is veteran actor of the stage and the screen, Aubrey Poo, who is one of the cast members of this brand new series we've all been raving about, The Estate, which premieres here, primetime on SABC3. And we're chatting to him about his amazing role, a dark, twisted role, as he does, of Castro Kamanga. Aubrey, so good to see you.
Thabiso, good to see you.
Wow, what a time. And it's so good and so refreshing to have someone like you come back onto SABC3 primetime, which is a familiar space for you.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this particular role and how this is so different to any of the roles you've played.
Oh, goodness. You know, I get asked this question a lot of the times, and the answer is fairly, there's a combination of a lot of the characters I have played. I think in the South African space, once they look for crazy dark, they sort of typecast a bit. But because this character, embodies a lot of traits of a lot of characters that I've played, I try with every scene, with every episode that I get to move the needle a bit and differentiate them, using language and just making different choices. I think I'm a different actor than I was the many moons ago. So yeah, we'll see how he gets loved, or people love to hate him.
Well, that's the beauty of watching you take on any character, is that even though a lot of them have been, yes, crazy and a bit dark and twisted in many instances, we've seen that, is that you really do bring so much variation to all of them, and each one of them is its own character. What have you personally enjoyed about sinking your teeth into Castro Kamanga?
From the moment I received the script, even the character brief, something about him jumped out at me. But when we started going through the read-through, I started seeing the possibilities, and I think we played around with the language and, with so many references, public references of our politicians out there who like to hog the limelight, the flamboyancy and the loudness of them. One didn't have to go far to find this guy. So I think, from the left to the right, there's so many personalities, and basically make this cocktail that is this interesting character.
You've already given me a bit of a brief or insight into the type of person this character will be. I'm going to put you on the spot now and ask you, of our politicians, local South African politicians, who are we going to find, reminds us of Castro, or that Castro draws from?
Oh, Lord.
Are we going to see Figile? Are we going to see Julius?
I think you'll see. I think three people came to mind when I started finding. And I think, you find a bit of Buti Manamela's personality and articulacy. You find a bit of Julius. You find a bit of Mbax. So I hope by no means I'll offend any of them. But the character is written so rich. I've been exposed to all three people in private and public settings. So it would be interesting to see how they think of the cocktail that is all of them.
It sounds like a full-on cocktail. You've got my appetite buzzing to really get into this one. I have to ask you this, because we know that the Pakatwayo family is, of course, central to this entire story of The Estate. And all of us are going to be watching and trying to see how we relate and connect with them. How do you think the viewers are going to connect with this family?
I think there's a bit of something for everybody. In as much as we might love the rich, we equally hate them. In as much as we aspire to certain things that we want to achieve in life as individuals, you might not like the qualities that certain people who have those acquisitions, embody. So but I also think the story is so rich with different social strata, in that there's a character or character groupings that everybody can relate to within the story. So South Africans are really in for a good treat.
Aubrey, once again, like I said, my appetite, my earlobes are vibrating. I could hear all of this and listen to you chat to us about this show and what you're going to be bringing to it. But of course, people are going to have to tune in right here on SABC3, where they help you escape the norm. And this is one way they help you do just that. But of course, your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're hanging out here on the set of the estate, bringing you all of the behind-the-scenes magic so that when it hits your TV screens, you know exactly how it got there. Thanks, Aubrey.
The estate debuts with an exciting double bill on Monday, 5 April.
Catch it at 7. Escape the norm with SABC3.
That's right. SABC3. I love telenovelas. They overact all the time in them. Enjoy that one.